Just heard a huge wallop. I think there's a big drop under here. I just heard a massive crash. Am I on a crevasse?
I didn't hear any animals.
Oh, what is this? This is a shell from the cannon. Oh my word, look at this. Welcome back everybody to the camping with Tony from AB Camping. I'm in Alaska in winter, stranded still by the side of the highway in a pullout area in my rented camper truck, Beast from Alaska Overlander. It's middle of January. We've been stuck in this spot now for almost 48 hours. We had a big snow dump, lots of avalanches, and I'm by the side of the Richardson Highway on Thompson Pass near Valdez. I've been sealed into this area by the Department of Transport. The highway is over there. The Worthington Glacier is up there behind the truck. It's a couple of kilometers that way. They've sealed me in with a 1 meter high berm because the highway is still closed because of the avalanches. The temperature is 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Everything's nicely crisped up. All this snow that I couldn't walk on yesterday is now ice. So I'm waiting for them to open the highway and remove this ice berm that they've built to stop me going on the highway. They know I'm here. It was all cool. They came and spoke to me last night just to make sure everything was all good. So we've got a couple of hours to wait to find out what's going on. Have they cleared the avalanches? Is the highway open and safe to drive on? And as soon as it is, we can head off up towards Fairbanks for the next part of the journey. But right now, I just need them to open the highway. So this is the berm. It's about 1 meter high. Well, actually about 1.5 meters high. I carved this little path through. There's been no traffic at all because obviously the highway is closed. And I just don't know when they're going to open it. Now that they've cleared the road, it's just solid ice. Very treacherous. They've been working all morning on it, and they worked all day. Well, yesterday evening they worked on it. But this is the main highway. Closed, no one on it. No one's been on it now for 48 hours. I see that they've spread salt up at the bridge. I'll take you up there and have a look. So, it's not salt, it's grit. On the bridge, on this corner. They're obviously prepping the highway ready for all the traffic to start coming through again. They're clearly worried that there's going to be a lot of accidents. This is very treacherous. Just a sheet of ice. Reminds me of the Dalton Highway, which is where I'm heading to next. It's the glacier over there. There's an enormous snow cave up there, which you just can't get to. They've been firing avalanche cannons all night, trying to dislodge anything over that hill there that could come down on the road. So yeah, the bridge obviously is pretty dangerous. All these corners, they've got to put this grit down. Coming downhill, if you're coming this way from Valdez towards me, the trucks are going to struggle coming down here. It's steep. And they might slam into the barrier if they lose control. So they're just getting ready. It's a major operation. Looking after these roads. Just think, I'm walking on the actual highway. No one around. Okay, so there's no point walking any further. It goes on and on and on. This is a long highway. There must be some sort of river or something down there. Lots of animal tracks. We've had wolves. I haven't seen any moose though. But listen to that silence. And it's starting to snow. Here we go, here comes the snow. That's going to make the conditions even worse for them. But they've got to get the highway open. It's been 48 hours now that it's been closed. Pretty much. People stuck in Valdez and people stuck further north in Glen Allen trying to get home to Valdez. There must be a huge queue of traffic and trucks, semis. I don't know if they're going to lead them in a convoy behind a safety vehicle just to control the speed. I don't know. But look at this. It's just a sheet of ice. This is why all the vehicles have got studded tires. There's me parked there, just in the pull-off area for the Worthington Glacier. Right, so nothing more I can do. I'm going to have another coffee, wait until I get word from them. I'll know when it's clear to go because they'll come and remove this berm. Then I know I'm good to go. I filmed some aurora footage last night. It's just a tiny scrape because we're so far south I could just get a glimpse of it. But I'll put that up now for you to see. It was lovely, but I'm heading up towards the north, so we'll get better aurora later. Whew. Weather here changes so quickly. Right, I'm gonna go back to the truck, have a cup of coffee. I don't know how much snow is forecast, but this sort of came out of nowhere. This is gonna make the situation a lot more difficult because of visibility. It's already disappearing. Could I be stuck here another 24 hours? I really hope not, because I need to get up north. I've got plenty of water, I've got plenty of fuel. And loads of food. Oh well, I guess we'll see. Right, let's get in there and have a coffee. Into the warmth. Oh, of my little cabin. Say hello to my little cabin. Ah, it's lovely in here. So I've got all my bedding and stuff up here. And down here, got my parcel shelf that I've got all my stuff on. Let's get a coffee on. It's nice and warm. The heating's just lovely in this thing. It would be nice if it had windows, but silly. Right, got to get out of all this gear now because it's baking. Oh, the snow's really picked up. It's coming up to 12 o'clock. This could be a problem. This might delay opening the highway. I could be spending another night here. I just can't leave the truck though, because they might come and clear this path and I need to be here. Oh well. Sit rep. It's now 12 o'clock and they've just announced the highway is staying closed until tomorrow at least. And the snow is coming down. So, That's that then. Another 24 hours here. I think I'm gonna have to start the truck up, give the batteries a boost, brush off the Starlink. Oh man. I wonder how often this has happened that they've closed it. But basically, they're doing avalanche mitigation all day. So what that means is, going to be getting a lot more bangs and booms because they've got to try and trigger avalanches. And this snow is not going to help. I don't think there's much forecast though. But they've obviously made the decision that it's still too dangerous. The avalanche risk is too high, and they can't afford to have any vehicles basically get crushed, and they can't afford to have their own staff put at risk because they can't work in the avalanche zones on the roads while there's still an avalanche risk for themselves. So all I could do is sit it out and just wait. I'm sure they're going to come and check on me again just to see if I'm okay, and maybe they'll come and give me an update. The guy came late last night. I'd just gone to bed, and I heard him outside say, "Hey, you okay in there?" I was like, yeah, no problem. He said, "Okay. See you, man. Have a good night." That was it. Oh. To be honest though, I'd rather be here than over at the DOT site. Because at least here I've got my own privacy, I can do what I want. It's warmed up a bit, it's 28 Fahrenheit now, according to the gauge in here. But this is off by a few degrees, so it's usually colder than what this says. So it's probably more like 26, 25. Right, well, I'm going to use the day to edit my video. This will be the second video that I'll edit. And yeah, I guess I'm just stuck here again. We might go and have some fun later. Go and have an explore. I might just have something to eat and we'll snowshoe off again, just to go and have a look around. But I can't do the tent camp because I need to be here. I need to be with the truck because of the work that's going on. Also, if I did want to go and tent camp over there, I think that's an avalanche zone behind me at the Worthington Glacier, so I'm not going to take that risk. All right, bring you back later. I think I might actually, so what time is it now? It's lunchtime. Let's have some lunch. I'm going to have I might make some burgers for lunch. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Comfort food. Burgers. Okay, I think we're going to do the burgers outside. So this has a table, and I didn't pay much attention to how you open it. So I've got to work it out. Okay. My latches. Oh, look at that. And it even has a slide out prep table underneath as well, if I need it. Like a chopping board table, but I don't need that. I'll just use this and ignore the snow. Right, so I'm going to use my burner again. I think I need new gas though. It's a good job I got loads. I can't believe it's still closed. That gives you an idea of just how bad it is up there. Pan. If you haven't tried this MSR switch stove, thoroughly recommend it. It's been flawless. So easy to use. Doesn't have the annoyances of the other ones. Good simmer control, good boiling, very powerful. It's awesome. Okay, burgers. I think we're going to do 2 burgers. You soon get used to having the smaller space. Plate. That. Couple of rolls. All right, we're good to go. So I had no breakfast today. So burgers is it, you know, good solution. Right, let's get this cranking. Right, now I definitely need gloves on, hang on. Oh. Help! Okay. Man, just me. All right, here we go. So 2 Wagyu beef burgers. These are gonna be yummy. Someone commented that I forgot to toast the buns last time. No, I definitely toasted them. I just might not have put it on camera. Got to ask yourself, how long could you stay stranded for and survive? Not just survive, but thrive. Got to have a zesty with my burgers. Woo, it's chilly. Okay, so we've got burger buns, which I have to toast. Heinz tomato ketchup, jalapeno mustard. I've got so much food. I've got a whole bunch of these Uncle Ben's rice. I've got backup meals. I've got Stag's chili. Got a whole load of noodles. Got a packet of pasta. I've got loads of meat in the fridge. Right, they shouldn't take long. Bring you back when it's chow time. Almost ready, just toasting the buns. Oh, these are going to be so good. A massive, great truck just went past up in the distance there, you see, flashing lights, spreading gravel on the ice. Oh well. Okay, burgers are ready. Just toasted the buns as well. Oh yeah. Lovely toasted buns. These burgers are gonna be absolutely epic. Okay, Heinz tomato ketchup. Get it on there. Jalapeno mustard. Perfect. 2 delicious Wagyu beef burgers, Heinz tomato ketchup, toasted buns, jalapeno mustard in the Alaska winter, stranded by Worthington Glacier. Doesn't get much better than this. Bon appetit, everybody. Okay, gloves off for this. Crack open my zesty. Oh, that's cold. Okay. Bon appetit, everybody. Bon appetit. So juicy. Well, if this doesn't bring the wolves back, I don't know what does. I mean, come on. What a place to be stranded. It's a shame there's no firewood. That would have been awesome. But everything here is living. I can't believe there's no dead trees here. Okay, I'm going to chow down these burgers. And then I guess just hunker down and wait. Might go for a walk actually up to the DOT site along the highway. So I could bring you back for that. It's about a 1 mile, I think it's a 1 mile, 2 mile walk. 2 mile walk. It would take me about an hour to get there, I think. So I might go there and back. I'll bring you back for that. Okay. Let's go for a walk. I think it's about an hour's walk. So I'm just gonna close up, lock up, got the heating on. Keep everything warm in there. Okay, lock the truck. All locked, good. So, I've got protein bar. I've got my EPIRB on, just in case. I've got my phone. Not that there's much signal here. We're gonna head off up there for an hour's walk. I've got insulated pants on and I've got extra lining in the bottom of my boots, felt lining. So let's get there. So even though I said I couldn't leave the truck because they might come, I'm actually going in the direction where they are. So if they do need me, they'll find me on the highway. I'm wearing bright orange. They can't miss me. People often say, why do you wear such bright stuff? Well, it's to stand out, that's why. Oh, here comes someone. Here comes a snowplow. I doubt he's coming to see me though, because they've already announced that no more announcements today. The road is closed, Avalanche is, and they're going to be working on it. Next announcement, 8 p.m. It's only 1 o'clock now, I think. Here he comes. Big old plow. Oh, there's an avalanche there. Just in the background, something's just come down over there as well. That's where the glacier is. Looks quite bad. Oh, let me have a chat with him, see what's going on. Oh, this is the guy who saw me yesterday. How you doing? You good?
Yeah.
Say hi to everyone.
Yay.
What was your name again?
Edward Thompson.
Edward, hi, Tony. How's it going?
We're going pretty good. We almost got the road open.
Really?
We got to finish avalanche mitigation.
Yeah, I heard the booms, the cannons.
Oh, you heard it loud?
Oh man, they were loud.
Did you see it on the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something just come down behind us as well.
Oh man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of avalanche.
Okay. But it's closed for the rest of the day, yeah?
Yeah, about 8 o'clock is what we're hoping.
Tonight?
Yeah.
I'll stay the night again.
Yeah.
There's no point going at 8 p.m. Because I'm assuming there'll be a huge traffic jam.
Yeah, there's going to be a good amount of people with different places.
All right. I'm going to walk up to the dot, your compound, and walk back. Just get some exercise.
All right, that sounds good.
All right, catch you later. See you, man. Oh, they're so friendly. All right, shout out there to Edward. So still avalanches, but they're going to open at 8 p.m. tonight. Yeah, I'm not driving tonight. Pointless. All that traffic that's got to get through. I'll just leave first thing in the morning instead. Working hard. I guess he's going to plow the rest of this at some point. But yeah, big avalanche just happened behind us there. Backcountry avalanches, dangerous. All right, I think it's an hour to his compound, the dot compound. Be interesting to see what's going on there. And they're still doing the cannons, so maybe we'll actually see that in operation. So I'll bring you back closer. Whew, okay, just made it to the top of that hill. That's quite a schlep. I just heard a cannon in the distance. This is an avalanche zone now. So where I'm parked, all the way down there is the end of the avalanche zone, whereas this is in the middle of the avalanche zone. There are signs, no stopping. So you're not allowed to stop your vehicles along here to take in the view or anything. But he said it was okay to walk along here, so it's fine. I'm assuming a lot of avalanches come down there. There's a lot of snow up there. I can just make out the glacier in the background there. Oh, it's fresh, crisp. 22 degrees. Lovely. Some essentials for going out for a walk like this. I mean, I'm on a highway, so it's not like I'm in the bush, in the wilderness. Beanie, very warm beanie. Sunglasses or goggles are a must. You go snow blind pretty quickly. Good fleecy gloves. Insulated pants. Insulation. Like I've got 3 layers on. I've got an alpha direct layer underneath that's windproof with a hood. Plus this Stella jacket that's good down to -10 Celsius. So what is that? 10 Fahrenheit, it's pretty much good down to. And I've got felt liners in my Hokas. My boots and thick socks on. I'm pretty much covered. I've got a protein bar, Met RX 100. That thing's got like 450 calories. And I've got my EPIRB, my Garmin InReach Mini 2. Got ID, wallet, and money. And the keys to my truck and my phone. And my iPhone has satellite connectivity as well. So if I had to make a call or send texts, I mean, then it works with the Starlink, which is great. Great feature. yeah, don't go out without having all the gear. I could put a backpack on and carry water and everything else, but to be honest, there's snow and ice everywhere, and if it was a survival situation, just a little bit of that doesn't hurt. You just can't really live on it. It'll bring your body temperature down too much. Okay, I've just passed the 1 mile mark. 1 more mile to go. Notoriously windy up here on the pass. But forecast right now is light winds. And I should be okay anyway, with this gear on. Beautiful ice formations from a waterfall here. Look at the color of this ice. Lovely. So pretty. So I can see them working on the highway up ahead. I don't know if that's where they're doing the blasting. There's the compound in the distance. I'm sure he radioed ahead. What was his name, Edward? I'm sure he radioed ahead to say I'm walking along. Wow. It's just nothingness. See, you wouldn't want to do tent camping anywhere down there. You get buried by an avalanche. You've got to be so careful where you choose to go. Avalanches travel a long, long way. From up there, if it came down here, it would hit just down here in this gully. There's no way you could get out of the way of it. So this is the DOT compound, Department of Transport compound. This is where Edward said I could hang out the other night if I wanted to, park up there. But as you can tell, it's going to be very noisy because they're working all the time. They're driving in and out, refueling, getting gravel, stuff like that. So I made the right decision. Stay there, hunker down. It's been good. It's been quiet, peaceful. It's all good. I am enjoying this walk. It's a lovely temperature to walk in. 22, I think it is. No wind. It's just a tiny, tiny breeze. Lovely. Let's go check out this compound. Wow, that's a pretty mega glacier up there. That's a lot of ice. I hope you can see that. That's pretty impressive. The compound seems to be, well, I don't know. What can I say? It seems to be in sort of avalanche zone. But I guess they know what they're doing. Maybe that's why they were blasting last night. But yeah, they seem to be right in the avalanche zone. Maybe they needed to be in the middle of it to be able to work on it. There's some guys working on the avalanche up there ahead. I'm not going to get in their way, but they're blowing snow. That glacier is enormous. And yeah, it's right above the compound. There's this cliff up there with a lot of snow on. And I can see they've obviously triggered some avalanches because there's material down. So these were the blasts that I heard last night. They were blowing it up behind the compound. I thought it felt close. Why would you build the compound right in an avalanche zone? Oh, well, maybe someone can answer that in the comments. Seems a bit odd to me. Seems a bit risky. But these guys are experts. They know what they're doing. Right, not far now. Gosh. Well, here it is. It's like a Antarctic base camp. You see what I mean about it looking like it's in an avalanche zone? It's a camper van. So it looks like they've got lots of accommodation. Lots of antennas, stuff like that. I guess these guys just live here in the middle of winter. I mean, they'll have been trapped here as well. Yeah, I'm glad I stayed where I was. So, this is the Thompson Pass station for the Department of Transport, State of Alaska. These guys see probably the worst weather that this area of Alaska gets, because this is notoriously bad. Thompson Pass, violent winds, heavy snow, brutally cold conditions. These guys see it all. In fact, you can see that the steps, there's a meter of snow on these buildings, on the sides. That must be where they store all the gravel in that huge structure there. Snowblower doing its thing over there. You can see it pluming up in the air. There's a grader. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. It's shooting up in the air. Oh, public facilities. I guess it's got toilets and shower blocks and stuff like that. So yeah, these guys live here, I guess, during this time of year. Probably got a canteen and things like that in there. They have to do all their maintenance here as well. Look at these icicles. Wow. Yeah, I can't imagine some of the conditions they see here. It must be similar to the Antarctic station like McMurdo and stuff, just lesser degree, but still violent. Oh, they got Starlink. Check it out. This must be their fuel tanks. And the Starlink is heating, I can tell. It's a business Starlink. Very cool. And that's where they've been blasting the avalanches, up here and up there. Look how much snow is on this roof. That's 2 meters of snow. These structures are incredibly strong. Wow. Very cool. Right. Let's try not to get run over now by these guys. I take you to the nicest places. All right, let's head back. Let's get a hot drink, maybe a cup of soup. At least I know I should be out of here tomorrow. There's no more snow forecast. I mean, it does look quite dark and gloomy, but I don't think there's any snow in there. All right, goodbye, Thompson Pass Station. Brutal place, absolutely brutal. I would not want to have to be stuck here. Oh, where's all this come from? Oh, I'm getting the snowblower. I'm walking through the snowblow blast. Yuck. You can't see it, but it's behind that plume of cloud. and it's generating all of that. I've got to be careful because this is a working base. These guys are working. They won't see me necessarily. I think they know I'm here. They saw me in my bright orange jacket. I'm sure they radioed ahead to say I'm here. So I just need to stay out of their way while they're working, because he's coming in here in the grader now. Let's see what he's doing. He's turning around, maybe coming in to refuel. Those snow blowers are amazing pieces of kit. We get out of this guy's way. Yeah, he's grading out. What a cool job. I'm very envious of this spot. Very cool. Everybody's so friendly. Love Alaska. I love Alaska. Honestly, it reminds me of being in BC, in Canada. Everybody's so friendly there as well. Uh-oh, snowblower. Is he coming right at me? Which way is he going? Let's check it out. Holy sugar! Look at the front of that thing. That is impressive. You do not want to get sucked up in the front of that. That is cool. Holy moly. What an amazing piece of kit. Right. Excitement over for the day, I think. Let's get back. That took just under an hour to get here, and it was 2.7 miles. Not bad. It was all uphill. It's all downhill on the way back. The weather is definitely, the weather's definitely clagging in. Look at that dark cloud over there. That's extremely dark. Oh, also, what time is it? It's 1:30. Oh no, we've still got a few hours of daylight left. A couple of hours, 3 hours. I mean, you call this daylight, but it's not really daylight. Yeah, they must be refueling or having lunch. Lunch break. Yeah. They've earned it. Right, let's get back. I'm keeping an eye out for wolves. There was definitely a pack of wolves around my camp. So I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Okay, been going half an hour from the station, the compound, almost back. I'm coming down to this bridge now. Whew, my face is so numb. Oh, it's chilly. And we're at the end of the avalanche area. Right there. Which means you're allowed to park after here and stop and stuff like that. Right, back. And then, oh, wow, here comes a grit. Oh, he's flying. Holy moly. Look at this guy. This is a snowplow laden with gravel. It's absolutely flying. gave me a big thumbs up. Good man. Very cool. So, okay, let me explain what that's about. The guy before asked me what my YouTube channel was the other night, and I told him. So they've obviously all checked it out, which is hence the thumbs up and the honk. He knows I'm filming for it. Very cool. Okay, not far now. Just gotta go down this bridge, and then we're back at camp. And anyway, what I was about to say was, I was thinking, well, now that I know what's going on, and now they know that it's all cool, I could close up the tent now and go and wild camp tonight. I've still got time to get back, get the tent, get it in my pack, get some basics, some gear, some food and stuff, and go back to where I said I was gonna maybe pitch up a tent and look out. Just to experience my first night in Alaska in a tent. Because I have never camped in Alaska in a tent before. So I might do that. Now that I know everything's okay. And I can move the truck back, close it. And then it'll be pretty obvious that I'm not in there and that I've walked off somewhere. So if they do come looking for me, they know I'll have gone over there. I could even leave a note in the window. So yeah, that might be what I do. I can now see my truck just down there in the distance. Right. All right, I've got my backpack all packed up, ready. I'm gonna hike about 500 meters over there. There's some trees. It's either that way or that way. Actually, I might go that way. And we're gonna stay the night down there by the trees, in the tent. It's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. So what I'm gonna do is, I've started the truck up just to warm it up. I'm gonna close this down, make sure everything's locked up. So I need to close that, the roof, and then shut all this up, lock it. I might move it just over here a bit, just so it's not right in the middle of the path, so it's obvious I've moved, and park it up here. So first of all the lights out inside. It's all sealed, ready to go. Yep. Okay, let's do this. Sunglasses. Don't lose those. All right, so this hasn't been closed in a few days. It might be a bit stiff, she said. Oh, you know what I've got to do? I've got to open the side panels. That's what I need to do. Okay, now I can do it. Because you've got to let the air out. Oh. This is tricky. Oh, need to get leverage. come on. All right, that's better. Oh no, the clasps are frozen. All right, got there in the end. As I said, it's been sitting up there for quite a while. And there's ice everywhere. Oh no, there's ice in this one. I need to chip away at it, hang on. All right, I got it. Woo, hands cold. Should have worn my big gloves. I've got my big gloves right there. I've no idea why I didn't use them. Okay. Oh, right, I've just got to shut it all off and then we can make a move. Okay, let's do this. So, I'm heading down that path there. Seems like a good place to go. Because I already tried the other way and that wasn't actually that good. Okay. Who knows, I might not need them, but it's still easier to walk in these in some snow than without them. Avalanche, but I'm well away from the avalanches where I'm going. Okay, I think we're good. Yep, all good. All right, gosh, I haven't worn a backpack for so long. Almost forgotten what to do. I can't remember the last time I was wild camping. I can't even remember where it was. Was it on the top of a mountain? Can't remember. Maybe someone could leave it in the comment and say when the last time I was out on a wild camp. Oh, I've got a massive sleeping bag in here. Got a feeling I'm going to cook. Got my EPIRB. Oh, I know I'm going to get hot. All right, feels reasonably comfortable. I think I've got these done up too tightly. Hang on. God, the things I do just to go for a tent camp. I'm leaving a nice warm truck. But I've got to do these things. Make me appreciate them more. Okay, that's better. That feels much more comfy. Oh, it's half the video. Okay, we'll set backtrack so I know where I'm going. Let's go. Truck should be fine there. Moved it just a little bit. Crunchy. Oh, it's so much easier walking now. Wow. Snowshoes on icy snow. Awesome. And I've got these spikes underneath, so it grips everything. Look at this. All right, so I don't know where this goes, but I want to camp all the way down there with the trees. Oh, is this the pipeline? What? Alyeska pipeline? No, the pipeline, I'm sure it doesn't run here. Wow, the light is really flat. I can't see anything. I've got to put my sunglasses on. I cannot make anything out at all. Oh, okay, I can barely see. It's such a flat light. Nope, glasses don't help either. Just can't see anything. I know that's hard to explain, to understand, but I can't see a thing. It's just white, and so until you're right on top of it, you can't make out what you're walking on. Petroleum pipeline. So this isn't the actual pipeline. This is something else. I'm sure. I don't think this is the actual tap. I'm sure that runs over the back of those mountains there. Oh well. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Someone can confirm that for me. Okay, let's head off. Bye-bye to the safety of my truck. And let's go and camp as far as we can on this trail. Okay, been going all the way along here for quite a while. I'm going to turn off it now and head for those spruce trees there, because I figure I could use that as a windbreak. And set the tent up on the leeward side. Cut off some of this brutal wind. You can see where fresh growth has come through. What's surprising is there's absolutely no animal tracks here at all, which is probably a good thing. Definitely need the snowshoes. Walking laterally, gotta have that grip, those spikes. Just got to be careful of dips. Okay, so this is where they really work. Massive grip with the spikes going up this hill. Woo! So I figure one of these trees here, go on the leeward side of that. Should be good. Oh yeah, I couldn't do this without snowshoes on. There's no way. I think these are called Crescent Moon. Yeah, these are Crescent Moon snowshoes. Don't know if you can make that out. They're very good. I think these are pretty much the biggest ones they do. Highly recommend them. I've only ever used MSR before. These are way better. Much more professional. Of course, what I don't want to do is set up camp on top of a bear den. But I can't imagine there's many bears around here. I guess I'll find out if there is. I've got bear spray with me. Now look at this. This is what I'm talking about. I've got a nice small tent that would fit perfectly just here. If I can tamp this down a bit, then set up my tent here, could be perfect. It's sheltered. Got a hill in front of me that will shelter me. Leeward side. I haven't got much of a view. I want to see the mountains. Let's walk around it and just see what it's like on the other side. Because if the wind isn't getting me, then I could go this side. Looking up at that would be nice. And yeah, the wind isn't getting me here. Okay, this will do. And it doesn't need stamping down. This is already solid here. I'll stamp it anyway, just to make sure. I'll compress it as much as possible. Whoa, I just heard a huge wallop. I think there's a big drop under here. I just heard a massive crash. What was that? Am I on a crevasse? But there's... I wonder if there might be a void under here that I just caved in. Ha. Okay. Because I heard a massive oh yeah, look, that sunk. I think there was a big snowdrift there and I just collapsed onto it. Wow. Well, let's see what happens. That shook me a bit. See, this is why you got to stamp this stuff down, just to see what you're dealing with. But I don't know if the camera picked up the noise. But if the void is filled in now, then all good. Because that's dropped a lot. Yeah, I think that was it. Well, I hope so. Don't fancy falling in a big hole. So maybe I'll avoid that bit. Set it up here. I've got a nice small tent. I just want to make it as flat as I can. Okay. I'll avoid that bit there. Set it up here instead. I think it was just a snowdrift. There was a gap under it. But I'm going to play it safe. Okay, all good. Right, get the tent set up. Got a feeling my head's going to be up that end. Well, that was quite a bang, she said. Oh. Woo. Yep, so the tent is the Hilleberg Unna. It's technically a one-person tent. It's a Hilleberg red label tent. One door. Very strong. And I've got my black label Stiker poles with me. Okay. We've got some snow. Temperature tonight is meant to drop to about, I think it was 10 Fahrenheit. I used this tent on Mars, my camp spot on the mountain in New Zealand, in horrendous conditions. I think that was the last time I used it, and it did so well. Easy peasy. Okay, let's tuck this into here. All good. Okay, just needs pegging down. So I'm making anchors with the pegs. You just turn them sideways instead of like that. You twist it like that. So take your peg, twist it a couple of times, stick it in the ground like that, and then just take some ice, snow, and bash it down, and that'll hold perfectly well. Same again. Whoa, before the wind takes it. That was good timing. Wind just wanted to take the tent then. Stick it in the ground. Bury that thing. Seriously, because this is crunchy ice, that's not going anywhere. Right, I'm going to get on with this. Okay, everything's done. Let's get in the tent out of this snow. Woo. Oh, what a great space. Okay. Right, let's get all our gear in. Get all the snow off. Oh. Woo. All right, now we've got snow coming in now. That's a problem. So I'm gonna have to close the door. Think I'm got no choice. We might be hunkered in for the night then. All right, let's bring you in. It's all very red, I'm sorry. Okay, now the beauty of this tent is it is vented. At the top here. So I can get the breeze, I can get fresh air. Oh, I'm hot now. So I can get fresh air, but the snow, the spindrift isn't blowing in. I've secured the outside of the door with a guy line. I think we're good. I think we're sorted. I've brought a whole bunch of snow in. I'm gonna have to get rid of my boots because they're covered in snow. Even though they're warm, having them on, what I'll do is I'll get my gear out. So I've got water, big knife, big bear spray. I can't believe how red everything is. There's nothing I could do about the redness, I'm afraid. This is what filming in a Hilleberg is like. It's terrible for filming. I'll have to try and tone down the color in the edit. There's nothing else I can do. Okay, so it's gonna be boots off. Oh, hang on. Unless I can get my snow off my boots, then I don't need to. It's not like they're dirty. That works. Okay, I can keep my boots on. Just need to get the snow off. Okay, good stuff. Oh, cramp. Oh, abs. Stretch. I've got to stretch it out. Sorry for the crotch shot. Woo. Big ab crunch. Cramp. Because I was doing a lot of ab work. A lot of crunches in the van for exercise. Oh man, that was strong. Woo! Yep, sorry for the crotch shot, everyone. It was completely unnecessary, I know. I'm in a tent! I'm in a tent, can't believe it. Okay, I've got my big gloves. Oh, abs again. Oh man, that's so bad. Oh, I've got to just suck it up. Oh, let me just lie down and stretch this out. I'll bring you back after I've stretched it out. Okay, I think we're back now. Good. Right, gosh, that cramp was horrible. Right, let me show you what I've got in here, all the goodies. You know, I need sodium. That's what I need. So I've got my cooking gear, which is basically my MSR switch and some gas. All my food and stuff like that, which I need to start prepping now, because A, I'm hungry, and B, I'm getting cramped up. Okay, my massive -60 sleeping bag, which is incredible overkill. Pillow. My pad, sleeping pad. That's it. Oh, protein bar and another water. And that is everything. That's all she wrote. Woo! Oh, my abs. It's just killing me. Right, so what I'm going to do is, my head's going up that end. So let's blow this pad up. I've got the Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm NXT Max. This is, look, I've tried a lot of pads, even pads that claim they've got a higher R rating than this. And I'm telling you, for the weight of this thing, for its form factor and everything else, it still can't be beaten. It's still the warmest thing out there. It just is. Okay, need my pad pump. It's in here somewhere. Oh, can't get over my abs. There we go. Right, let's pump this up. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, off the snow. Oh, that's so comfy. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I'm flying low. Sorry about that. Oh, man, I feel human lying on this. So, this tent is possibly my favorite tent. It just delivers time and time again for its size. It's incredible. Right, well now we've got to get some food on. But first of all, I need to get my sleeping bag out. Got to see this behemoth. This bag is claimed to be the warmest sleeping bag in the world. It is a Feathered Friends Snowy Owl. And it is, no two ways about it, exceptionally huge. Oh. It's got a Pertex outer, so it's water resistant. Dual zips in case one of them breaks, because you don't want to have a broken sleeping bag when you're in the polar regions. In Arctic conditions, this thing will loft up into this behemoth of a bag. I could survive in this bag without the tent, no problem. You know, as soon as this snow stops, I can open the door and it won't be so red in here. I might have to do this in black and white because just everything is going to be shining red. Oh, it's so nice to sit on here. That's so comfy. Okay, now let's have a look at the situation. Can I open this top flap more? I think I can. Yeah, I can see out, which is good. Okay, look, I'll show you. See? I'm sure I'm giving your eyes a break from the red. So I can see out. I have got a window out. That's what I wanted, was a little view. I don't need much more than that. Lovely. Oh, simple pleasures. When camping in a tent, you can't be fussy. There we go. I'm so sorry about the red, I really am. People are going to say, stop apologizing. Right, so my phone is going to be in the way here, isn't it? Let's move that to here. I've got like 1 bar of satellite signal. Is this making it worse? I think my jacket's making it worse. Let's take it off. Let's go with blue. Just to give you a break from the intensity. Is that better? Right, we need to cook. I could do with it stopping snowing, to be honest, because if it stops snowing, then I can open this up. Let me try it. Let me just see how bad this is. Am I going to get any in here? I might be okay. If I just open it like that, that'll stop anything coming in. Okay, so I'll open this right down to here. This is why you want to have double zip. It just helps. And then I can bring you outside while I cook. And then give you a break from the grossness of the red inside. See how much better that is already? It's coming in, isn't it? Anyway, whatever. Right, let's get some cooking on. So what we're going to have is, what time is it? It's coming up to 5 p.m, so I'm going to eat early. I need sodium urgently. So we've got a backpacker's pantry pad thai with chicken, and it's 850 calories, which is good. Add 1.5 cups of boiling water. Remove peanut butter and peanut pack. Add peanut butter into pouch. Oh, I see. And take out the oxygen thing. Okay, I get it. I gotcha. Okay, so we've got peanuts. Got peanut butter. Peanut butter, lovely. Add that in here. And then just boil up your water. 1.5 cups. I've got enough water for dinners and a couple of drinks. If not, I'll have to melt some snow. Okay. Yum. Mmm. That's good. Well, I'm keeping an eye out for animals. Okay. Got the MSR switch. Gas. Oh, this system is so good. Okay, clip the base on. I think my camera is about to run out and I'll have to change the battery, but that's okay, because I'll bring you back when this is boiled up and we can have some dinner. While we've still got some daylight. I'm amazed actually that it is still light, 4 o'clock. Okay, now I don't want to burn the tent, so I'll weigh that down with some water. Weigh hay. This is good actually. This is working out well because it's stopping the snow coming in on my bag and everything else. I've got just enough room to do this. Make sure that's secure. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Oh, lid. One-handed operation. Yep. Oh, come on. Perfect. All right. Let's wait for that to boil. It's a quick boil. Right, so pour it in, give it a stir. Spoon. Come on, spoon. There it is. Okay, here we go. What did it say? 1.5 cups. It doesn't have a line on the side. But I'd have thought in this situation, more is better. Because I'm dehydrated, obviously. That's got to be 1.5 cups. Easily. Okay, give it a stir. So you don't put the peanuts in yet, you put them in at the end. It's got to get that peanut butter melted in. Okay. Seal that up. I've taken my boots off, by the way. I was tired of bringing snow in with them. The snow is coming in still, but the other direction, which is good. And then this takes 8 minutes. All right, we set a timer for 8 minutes. All right, and then what I'll do is make sure that's sealed really well. Wrap it round a few times. And put that in the hood of my sleeping bag, just here. Perfect. That'll keep it toasty warm. And we're good. I'm actually quite relieved, organised and feeling happy. So what I'll do is, to keep my feet warm, I'll just flip my sleeping bag over onto my feet. Ah, that's nice. Get this one on here as well. Oh yeah. I just need to get comfy. I didn't bring a chair with me because, you know what? There's only so much you can do on these things, and there's only so much you can bring on a plane. Okay, we're just waiting for the 8 minutes. All right, time for my dinner. I don't know where I've put everything. Okay, peanuts. This bag is lofting up now and it's absolutely massive. Look how much space it's taking up. It's filling up the entire tent. Oh no. I'll be fine. Okay. Right, peanuts. And my meal. Now let me just wedge this down a bit more. There you go. Oh, I need this. Oh, I've overdone it with the water, but that's okay. I knew I would. Because I need to hydrate. All right, in go the peanuts. If you've never had pad thai before, got to go to a Thai restaurant, try it. Having lived in Asia for most of my adult life, having gone to Thailand so many times, and had Thai in Hong Kong and everywhere else, just love. It's my wife's favorite food is Thai, because she lived there for 5 years. She lived in Bangkok. Okay, let's try not to get any of this on the bag, on the sleeping bag. I've made a soup. Okay, bon appetit, everybody. Mmm. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Mmm. Oh, no. Second bite. Well, it's a good job this thing's treated. Can't believe that. My second bite and I got some on my bag. Mmm. All right, everyone. I'm going to take my time with this. And I'll bring you back for hot chocolate and cigar. Yep. Does this feel like you're wild camping with Tony again? Original AB camping stuff. I hope so. This is as raw as it gets. Right. Time for a hot chocolate and a cigar, I think. Just angle it up a bit. There we go. I need to find a place to move you to. How's that? Good. I don't know if you can see behind me at all, but if you see any animals creep up, let me know. All right, let's get this base sorted. Looking good. That pad thai was lovely. Hit the spot. I needed that salt content. That was nice. Okay, hot chocolate time. And what I'll do is I'll boil all of this. And then make a hot water bottle out of it with what's left. Ooh, just melted a whole load of snow out the bottom. Okay. So I've got my peppermint hot chocolate. Insulated mug is an absolute necessity in these temperatures. So what I'll do is use the big bottle. I use the small bottle as a hot water bottle. Okay. So I've got a special Giga Power gas here that can handle pretty cold temperatures. Obviously, once you get below sort of minus 10, so once you get down to 10 Fahrenheit, I don't think there's much gas that would work at all. I mean, you could turn it upside down if you have a special adapter. But yeah, you've got to go with white gas, which is the Coleman's fuel lantern, camping fuel. I struggled to find white gas and just realized it's the same thing. So if you get Coleman lamp fuel, it's the same stuff. But yeah, this normal gas, this is better, I'd say. The Snow Peak Giga Power is better than most out there. Better than Jet Boil and others, yeah. This is strange being back in a tent. It's now dark. I mean, the camera might make things out to be a bit lighter than they are, but it's pitch black now. And it's 5:38 p.m. and it's completely dark. And it doesn't get light until, I'd say almost 10 a.m., 9-ish, 9:30. Yeah, 9:30 I think. There's pretty short days. The further north I go, the worse it's going to get. So as I go up to Dead Horse, it'll be even darker, even shorter days. How are you finding the camera quality? So this is my small DJI Osmo Action 6. It's got a bigger lens and it's got features like Super Night Mode, which I'm using now. Hopefully it's okay. It's just such a tiny form factor. It's easier than me carrying my huge bulky piece of gear. So I think for night footage, this actually should do quite a good job. But we'll see. You be the judge. You tell me if it's worth it. I mean, it saves me a kilo in weight. It's a big deal. Man, it's cold. Now I wish I bought my booties. I could lie the other way and just put my sleeping bag, put my feet in the sleeping bag. I'll just suck it up. It doesn't matter. If I go to bed with cold feet, it's not that big a deal. They'll get hot in here so quickly. I'm gonna cook in this thing. It's got so much down in it. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna bake in it. Ah, that's better. Minus 60 this bag is for. Because I saw what the forecast was and it was really bad. And where I want to camp out in Dead Horse is minus 30, minus 40. And I saw the other week they were having minus 50, so I thought, okay, I'll bring this bad boy. Been needing an excuse to use it. I also have another pad if it ever got cold enough, but this is the only sleeping bag I've got, so it's overkill. So I might not even zip it up tonight. I might just have it completely open and just lay it on top of me, because it is massive. It's an expedition size bag, as they call it. Feathered Friends Snowy Owl. Look it up. Here we go. Okay. So we'll do our hot chocolate first. And then the rest put in here. Don't do this with any normal water bottle. You've got to have an Nalgene, something that's built to take hot water. And make sure that sucker is sealed tight. There you go. Put that down by my feet. Hang on, I've got to get myself organised here. This is a nightmare. I don't know why I've changed direction, but I have. But I won't be lying this way later. Sorry, I know it's great footage. Ugh. I can't stay on the pad. What the hell's going on? You think I've been drinking or something? There we go. Okay. You've got to have ultimate trust in your water bottle, I tell you, to put this in your sleeping bag, because it must not leak. Oh, that's nice. I can feel that coming through my feet. Oh my God, how do people do this? How do people lie in a tent? It's the most uncomfortable experience. Give me a chair any day. Anyone that does this and says they're comfy is lying. because then they've obviously never experienced being on a chair. That's comfort. This is just meh. It's okay. It's so slippery. Okay, I'm getting semblance of less comfort, less uncomfort. Oh, whatever. Cheers, everybody. Oh, that's hot. Okay. Oh, I'm so not prepared for this. Right. Cigar. Come on. You know all those other YouTubers that all they do is tent camp in these small tents and they don't have a chair with them? They're probably, actually they are all younger than me. That's what it is. I like my luxuries, okay? Even when I was younger, I had to have a chair. I don't get it. I'm going to buy a small camping chair. I'm going to go to REI. First REI I find, or whatever, camping shop. I'm going to get a small camping chair that I can use. Should have bought one with me. Silly mistake. Corojo. This cigar. Maduro, I think. Lovely smoke. Had one the other day. It's cut in half. Full size one. Okay, my gas is freezing. It's struggling here. Should have warmed it up first in my pocket. But we're getting there. My feet are burning now. It's awesome. Much better than being cold. Yum. I want to put that in my pocket. Keep it warm. Right, so I've got a few different layers on here and you're probably wondering what they all are. So let me explain. I've got merino gloves on by First Light. I've got the Stella, what's it called? I don't know what this is called, but it's a Stella equipment. The loft power on it is 850 loft. It's good down to sort of -10 with layers. Does everything that Stella do is designed for layers. I can't do this. I can't do it. I'm not comfy. It's just stupid. I'm wasting my time here. Hang on. I've got to get comfy. I don't believe a word of it. I don't believe any of them. Not a single YouTuber that says this is a comfortable experience. I don't believe them. I've never been comfortable in a tent without a chair. Never have. If I need to sit upright or anything. It's just way too much compromise. Everything is slipping and sliding. It's getting right on my nerves. I just don't get it. And if they are comfortable, all right, fine. I just can't go. I can't get comfy. Yeah. Sit still. Oh my gosh. crazy. I'm still not comfortable. Oh, come on. What's going on? I want to have a word with every single YouTuber that's done this. Ha ha ha, getting cramp. No, you've got to have a chair. Trust me, everyone, they're all lying. Have a chair. It's crap. This is just not comfy. It's awful. Lying down to do everything doesn't make any sense. Right, so now we've got that out of the way, that they're all lying. Yeah, Stellar Equipment. I can't remember what it's called. It's not the hoodie, it's the, I don't know. Stellar Equipment 2.0, I think it's called. Under that, I've got Ace Pack Alpha Direct top that's windproof. And under that, just a t-shirt. I've got insulated Carhartt sort of jeans underneath. They're lined. And on top of that, I've got waterproof, windproof ski pants. I think these are called 660 or something. 989? 686. 686. They're comfy. And then I've got some merino wool socks on. Oh, my beanie is a Mountain Hardwear beanie. Synthetic and wool. It's got both in there. And then I've got my Fenix headlamp. My trusty Fenix. I love Fenix. They make great products. Look how bright this thing is. It's nice and light and rechargeable. I've got my Crescent Moon snowshoes and the Hilleberg Unna tent. And then my boots are Hoka. I can never remember what they are. Kona? I think they're Konas. Something like that. GTX's hiking boots, basically. My phone is making noises. It's on satellite signal. You mute that thing. So, that's what I got. Any other kit? Oh, got my First Light hunting winter gloves. So these are not down insulated or anything. They're Primaloft and they're waterproof and they're fleece lined. Very easy to get on. So even with these mitts on, because I've got large hands, they're fit. So actually I've got extra large gloves. Contrary to some people's opinion, I actually do have very big hands and very big feet. My boot size is 13, my shoe size. But we've been over this before. I've got my ouch pouch, which has got all my medical gear in it. First aid kit, basically. I've got that Mitt RX bar that I was talking about. These things are incredible. Not to be eaten normally because they're just packed full of sugar, carbs, and protein. Everything that you'd want if you're training hard. But there's 32 grams of protein in this thing. And I think they're 450 calories. It's a great emergency bar. I've got my massive Firecraft knife. My FC7 knife. This thing is a work of art. You could chop down a small tree with this thing. And then I've got my extra long distance bear spray, which can also be used on moose. It can be used on anything, to be honest. This is a 40-foot spray. You just slide that clip off and then give them quick blasts to create a cloud. Works pretty cold. It's basically pepper spray, mace, capsicum spray. And yeah, that's it. I don't have a gun. Not allowed one because I'm a foreigner here. A non-resident alien. I think is the term. And contrary to what you may have heard or seen on the news, honestly, I've never had an issue here with ICE or immigration department or anyone. In fact, coming in this time, I had a great chat with them because the immigration systems were down. The border force thing. What are they called? I can't remember. Border control? Anyway, it was down, the whole computer system. So we just stood there talking. Nice guy. And that was in LA. And I was late for my flight. I said, oh, I'm never going to make it. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. You'll get there. Yeah, nice guy. Rodriguez was his name. And yeah, I've never had a problem. So look, that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that everyone's going to have the same experience I always have. But I come into the States every time. I'm greeted warmly. They get friendly. They're like, oh yeah, I know this place or that place, and wow, you come from New Zealand, and you know, my wife comes from Wrexham, and most of these immigration guys have seen Welcome to Wrexham, so they're like, oh wow, I've never met anyone from Wrexham. So yeah, America gets a bad rap from a lot of news organizations around the world. It really does. But I'll tell you, as someone who comes here a lot and whose son goes to university here, I just don't get it. I don't see it. I don't have the same issues. So yeah, is what it is. I can hear a jet plane. So I'm sorry, yeah, I just don't have the same problems. I love Alaska, I love America, I love coming to America. I find the people friendly where I go. Honestly, I can't name a bad experience that I've had here in America. My son is having a fantastic time at university. Now, a lot of people are trying to guess where he goes. It's West Coast. He moved from Florida to the West Coast. I'm not going to say. I don't want to dox him. Don't want people hassling him. There are some crazies out there. But I am going to go and see him with Anne. So I'm meeting Anne in LA after this trip. And then we're going to go and meet Brandon for his 21st birthday. Take him out with some of his friends. Have a great time. Can't wait. Very excited to do that. Anne is very excited. She said goodbye to Brandon today in New Zealand. He left today. He's just landed back in the States, and I think he just sent me a message. He's just got back to university. So Anne's a bit sad, but she's also excited because she gets to see him in a couple of weeks. After that, she's going to be really sad because she doesn't know when she'll see him again. This trip, even though I've been stuck on the highway now for 72 hours, what will be 72 hours, it's going really well. I'm enjoying it. I like the solitude. I like the temperatures that I've been getting. I like the fact I've had snow. It feels very different to last year. I like the truck immensely. I love that thing. I've had a couple of issues that I've resolved and found out and sorted out. Rooftop tents like that, you mustn't basically let the snow build up. Now, in the previous video, you'll see the roof tried to collapse on me. And I had to go out and climb up and clear it all off. Someone said, why don't you just lower the tent? And then it'll be easier to get up there. That sounds like a fair point, but it would have made no difference. But all my gear was already up on the shelf, and it was too heavy. I was propping it up with one hand. So yes, I could have then let it down after I'd cleared everything out of the way, after I propped it up with my tripod. But there's no way to get to the back of it anyway. So it was just as easy to climb up on the roof and do it on the slope, because then I let gravity have effect and all the snow came down. So could have done it either way. Yeah, would it have been slightly easier with it down? I don't think so. But I've learnt my lesson. You know why I don't find this comfy? Because I train a lot. And I do a lot of shoulder training. So my shoulders are always sore from training in the gym so much. And it just feels uncomfortable. I'm semi-comfortable now. Yeah. To be honest, I just can't wait to go to bed. And lie down in this sleeping bag, get hot, and just pass out. It's been a long day. I've done 17,000 steps today. And that was a 5 and a bit mile walk. I'm so excited for this trip. I really am. I'm so happy to be here again in Alaska doing this. I didn't get a chance to do a tent camp last time I was here, even though I brought a tent with me. I did a couple of wild camps where I just slept outside on the snow, but I was literally 30 seconds from the van. This time I've hiked quite a way in, away from the van. This feels far more wild. And I know I'm isolated, I'm cut off because the highway's not open. I've got a feeling when they open the highway, I'll hear the traffic. Because it's all going to come through at the same time. There'll be tons of traffic. So that might be going all night. We'll see. All right, everyone, I'm going to finish up my cigar and my hot chocolate. Which, because it's in an insulated mug, isn't sinking into the snow. The bottom, this is my AeroPress Go, so it's got its paper filters in the bottom. So it's doubly insulated at the bottom, so it doesn't sink. You've got to think about that when you have a normal cup. It will sink in the snow. So yeah, I'm going to chill out, have this, have my hot chocolate, watch a movie, bring you back at dinner. Thanks for coming on this one, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. By the way, I'm going to show you how much this cost me at the end. Okay? Because I'm tired of these occasional idiots saying that I do this for the money. And that I'm sponsored. This is all for the money. I'm so sick of these twerps. I know some of them trolling, but some of them genuinely think this, that everything is paid for. I'll show you the invoice and show you how much I paid for all of this. I do it because I love it. And I bring you along because I want to share it. I want to share these experiences with people. And it also makes me feel like I'm not alone. Because I'm talking to you. I feel like I'm with you all. Do you feel like you're here with me now? I hope so. I really do. And not for one moment do I not realize how blessed I am to be able to afford to do this. I know it's out of reach, out of budget for a lot of people. The way I've done it is probably out of budget for the majority of people. And I understand that. But it doesn't mean I can't do it. And take you along. Oh, Kahas. Just remember what my boots are called. Hoka Kaha GTX. I think they're number 3, Kaha 3s. Yeah. So yeah, I know it's out of reach. I'm sorry that some people can't, or most people can't afford it. But this is just what I do. I go out and I do what I want to do and I film it. And whatever the gear is. All right, everybody. Bring it back at bedtime. Oh, right, it's bedtime. Tired. Seems like it's been a long day. Oh. This sleeping bag only just fits in this tent. It's just, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's so huge. Oh, but I'm going to be warm, toasty in this thing. I might have to leave it half open, I don't know. I'm going to leave the inner door open to let a breeze come through so there's no condensation. which will be fine. It makes it colder in here. If I close this door, it warms up in here. But because this bag is just such a thick bag, I need it as cold as possible. It's about -5 now, -6. So, yeah, we're at what, 20 Fahrenheit? It's meant to get a bit colder than that. And this is a -60 bag. Anyway, I'll be fine. If I get hot, I'll get hot. Right, everybody. It's been a nice evening. I had that protein bar as a dessert because I was still hungry. But now I'm chilled out. Poured my hot water bottle away into the other bottle. So I'm all good. Ready for the morning. It's going to be dark when we get up, pitch black. So we'll have a look around in the morning, see if any animals have been around. Hopefully I don't hear anything tonight. And hopefully I have a good sleep. You never know. All right, everybody. Unless something major happens in the middle of the night, and I hope it doesn't. See you in the morning. The wind is really howling out there, by the way. You can see the camera moving because the tent's pushing it. All right. See you in the morning, everyone. Night. Morning, everybody. Well, I did end up closing the door because, boy, did the temperature drop last night. Oh. I tried sleeping in the sleeping bag as a full bag, zipped up, but it was too hot. So I sort of converted it to a quilt, lay it on top of me. Okay, so the situation is, let's turn this off so you can see me. The situation is we're frozen in here. Look at this. Ice everywhere. It's frosty in here. Oh, man, that's cold. I need a cup of coffee. This sucks. So I've got to be honest about it. It really sucks. It's freezing cold in a tiny tent, and it's frozen inside with a thick layer of frost. And you know what I'm going to have to do is deal with this tent later. Gosh, you're fogging up a lot, aren't you? It's because I just turned the camera on and it's heating up. It needs to get hot. We got to get a coffee on, definitely. Because man, it's cold. So I checked, it's like -7. So what is that? I don't know what that is. Is that 12 Fahrenheit? Something like that. 15 Fahrenheit? Oh, it's cold. Right, let me just open this door. Oh man. I think it's like 6 AM. Oh, the frost. Can you see all the frost falling off as I do that? The ice. Okay. So let me show you the glistening tent. Frosty the Snowman. Alright, we've got to get this coffee on. So what I think I'll do is open this door up a bit. Wow. You also can't touch the metal, it's so cold. Okay. That's a clear sky, obviously. That's why it's so cold. Oh man, that's frigid. Oh, and your feet pop out. It's really cold. Not much going on out here, which is a good thing. I didn't hear any animals, which is also a good thing. Oh, I thought I heard something just then. Okay. I don't want to get up, but I've got to. Right, I've done this door the wrong way round. Oh. Oh, layers. Oh, fire would be nice now. But then everything would start dripping in here like crazy. So it's 6 a.m. or something. What is it? 20 past 6. It's not going to get light for another 3 hours. Right, hang on. I've got the door done the wrong way. Oh man, that's cold. Woo. Oh crikey. Let's get cranking with some water. This is, oh my gosh, look at that. That's gonna be a problem. Wow, that's really caked on there. Okay. That's all gonna come melting off. Ha! That's so cold to hold. Jaw. Might need to put my big gloves on in a sec. Oh, pillow for the win. I slept kind of average. It wasn't great. Okay, that's going to drip a lot. Of water. So much that it put it out. Hang on. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do is... Hang on. Right, so first of all, I've got frozen water, I've got ice everywhere. Okay, I think I just knackered my stove. Oh, there we go. Let me get it cranking first so it's nice and hot. Come on. Trying to burn the water off that's in there. Definitely struggling in this temperature. Wow, it's freezing in. It's freezing up. The water is frozen already. Look at that. Holy moly! That's on full blast. It really doesn't feel like it. I should have put the gas in my sleeping bag with me for a while beforehand. That usually does the trick. Right, let's blow my pad up to firm. my pillow so I can lean on it. Oh, that's better. Oh! So, wow, that's cold. Yeah. My thermometer stopped working. But my phone is saying -7. So somehow I've got to dry all this gear out later in the tent, in the car. In the truck. It is frozen solid. It's going to be a lot of ice. This pack down is not going to be fun. Definitely going to have gloves on. Oh man. I remember when I camped out. So what did I say? It was -7. I remember when I camped outside in Alaska last time in -30. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was very cold. And I was wearing similar gear and I had a not as good a sleeping bag. And oh, I was so cold. But luckily I have my van right there. Okay, coffee. So I've got some instant coffee. So my advice when tenting in the cold like this in a small tent instead of a car tent is don't do it. unless you have to. But be prepared. Have the right gear or you're going to be in real trouble. I'm rocking some instant here. Nescafe Gold. It works. And then for breakfast, I've got some Peak Fuel Mountain Berry Cobbler. Oh, there's a breeze. Yeah, Peak Fuel Mountain Berry Cobbler. This thing's got 600 calories. It's not that much. I wish I had a chair. Man, the breeze that's coming in is really cold. Right, I don't know how long it's going to take for this water to boil. I've got steam coming, but I need boiling. Definitely need the right gas. This is the limit of this gas. I do have a white gas stove with me in the van, in the truck, which I think is what we'll be using if it gets colder and we're doing this again. You know, I think if I had a little chair, then I could make this work so much better. I used my small chair in this tent back in New Zealand on Mars, my camp spot on the mountain, and it was fine. I was comfy. So for me, personally, chair is everything. So my pad pump doubles as a light as well, which is crucial. How are we getting on here? We're almost there. Okay, let's prep this cobbler. What's in it? Pound cake, granola, heavy cream, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. You just pour water in it. Okay. Nothing special there. Oh, that smells lovely. Fruity. Definitely what I need. Okay. Come on, boil. We're getting close. I might have been able to see the aurora last night if I bothered to stick my head out. This sleeping bag is just colossal. It's just the biggest sleeping bag I've ever had, and it fills the entire tent. It's an amazing piece of kit. Difference between life and death, probably. I think if I did anything differently, it would be have a slightly bigger tent. Yeah, slightly bigger tent would be good. Oh, here we go. All right, boiling. All right, careful now. Okay, it's my coffee. And then the cobbler. I'm going to do this. It's going to sink into the ground. All right. Lock that back up. How long does it need? 6 minutes. Okay, and then I'm going to put that in my sleeping bag here, next to my leg. Ah, that's nice. Cheers, everybody. Morning. Welcome to another Camping with Tony. Oh, yeah, okay. That works. I love this stove. The MSR switch. I mean, I like the wind burner, but this you don't have to do anything silly to unlock it, to lock it on or anything. You can use any pan with it. It's got an igniter, which the other one doesn't. Okay, it's not windproof, but I don't think the wind would put it out. It's got this really comfy cork. It's got good capacity. And it's got this great stand. No, I like it a lot. That was a good purchase. Okay, bring you back for cobbler. Okay, time's up. Check out my cobbler. Oh, come on. I can't get comfortable. You know what? I really hate this. I just can't get comfy without a chair. I've said it so many times, I know, but it's rubbish. I don't know why I should compromise on comfort. Okay. Bon appetit, everybody. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's very good. Wow. Oh, that hits the spot. It's like a dessert. But this is a brilliant breakfast. Granola, blueberries, raisins, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. Oh, it's also good. This is really hitting the spot. Okay, this is making me feel better. I think with a chair I would be absolutely fine. I just stupidly didn't even think to bring one on this trip. I had so much gear. So much gear. 3 suitcases, or 3 bags for the plane. It's very difficult traveling overseas long haul like this and bringing the right amount of gear. Okay, everyone, I'm going to finish chowing this down, have my coffee, and then we'll pack up and head back in the dark, snowshoeing. Bring you back, everyone. Right, I'm up, ready to go and pack. Nightmare. Oh, it's cold. Woo. I'm actually enjoying myself now though. Once I'm out of the tent, I'm enjoying myself. This is why I always bring a tarp with me and a chair so I can sit out and enjoy it. But, you know, I was a bit hard on it earlier. Nice and frosty. Oh man. Well, I'm going to try and scrape some of this frost off. So let's get everything in the pack first. And then I'll deal with the tent. Yeah. So this is going to be a bit tricky squeezing this all back in the pack. Wow, my gas canister. That's what happens, it freezes. If you can sleep with it in your sleeping bag at the bottom of your feet or something, that really helps get it ready. I do feel better after that breakfast, I have to say. I'm not looking forward to having to get these guy line pegs out. That's going to be a problem. Alright, excuse the arse shot. Oh, trying to do this with gloves on, nightmare. There you go. Oh man, the second you take your fingers out of your warm gloves. Whew. Now, what I might do is, instead of stuffing this sleeping bag back in the holder, back in its bag, which takes ages and ages, I'm just going to stuff it directly into the pack, because it's got to come straight back out again anyway in the truck to air out, to dry out. Because it's got a waterproof fabric membrane, look, it fills with air. It's very, very difficult to pack this away. It's not like a normal quilt or sleeping bag. This Pertex outer traps the air in, which is great when you're in it, but not when you're trying to pack it. But most people, honestly, you would never need a bag like this. This is an expedition bag. You know, I've got quilts that would have been fine in this weather, that weigh less than half of this and pack down tinily. But I can't bring everything with me. Oh, come on. Okay. Right. It's going to want to pop back up again. Woo. Not pretty. Not pretty at all. Well, I'll deal with it all back at the truck. Right now, I just need to focus on getting it all in here and out of here. Okay, just my lantern to go. Get yourself a Flex Tail Mini pad pump. They're amazing. Not sponsored, just saying. I bought that off Amazon. They didn't send it to me. Okay. That is everything. Okay. Woo! Now the worst bit, tent. Right, got my bear spray, some water, knife, another water bottle, got my keys in my pocket, got my phone. All right. Now the worst bit, taking the tent down. This should be fun. Said no one ever. Now look how frozen this thing is. Don't know how much of this ice I'm going to be able to get off. That's going to be soaking in the truck. Oh, to hell with it. Right, let's get the guy lines out. I'm not looking forward to this. I might have to, because I haven't got a shovel with me. I have to kick them out. Okay, my tent bag is in here. Oh, it's chilly. All right, one down, quite a few to go. Oh, this one came out already. Oh no. Gotta find it. I had a peg come out. I might have lost a peg here. Yeah, I think I've lost a peg. Well, it's lovely fluffy snow under here, but no peg. Last. Oh no. Whoa. Alright, one peg down. That's a shame. Whew. Oh, I'm really bummed about losing a peg, but it's just so deep. Oh, I knew this would be difficult. Yay! Okay. Whew. Alright, well I lost one peg. It's so deep and I can't find it. Don't know where it is. I'm quite gutted about that. But I just can't imagine where it is. No. No, give up. Okay. Tell you what, I'm getting hot now. Whew. This is a pretty good spot. Everything is frozen. Come on, there you go. My toes are pretty cold now, but I've got felt liners on, so the bottom of my feet are actually warm. But my toes will warm up as soon as I get walking. These gloves are great. My hands are very, very warm, even after digging through the snow there. They're hunting gloves, First Light hunting gloves, winter hunting gloves. Fleece lined, they're lovely. They got leather palms and they're waterproof. Woo. Okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Come on. Nothing wants to work in the cold. All good. Okay, snowshoes. Oh, I'm getting hot. Whew. I love these snowshoes. It's so easy. Okay, pack on. Oh, I've got to unzip a bit because I'm getting hot with my gloves on as well. I might take my big gloves off. Stick with my merino. Oh no. Need to secure that better. Okay, try again. Yes. Oh yes. Well, my SD card ran out and I had to switch over. So I don't know how much of that you got, but I'm all packed up and I've got my snowshoes on and we're ready to go. I've got my watch on backtrack. So let's get out of here. Site's all clear. Okay, let's go. So I can follow my tracks back from yesterday. Which makes it a lot easier, but if it had snowed, then I wouldn't be able to do this, which is why I've got the backtrack feature switched on my phone. So the time is 7:45 AM. Still pitch black. How many of you find this creepy? Wouldn't want to do this? Versus how many of you would want to do this? If you want to do it, let me know. I guess I'm just built different, as one of the viewers said in the comments. Right, I need to climb up here. Oh my goodness, thank goodness for the snowshoes. They just make it so easy. It just grips. I mean, look, I just came up that no problem. And you can go down no problem. Doesn't budge. Awesome snowshoes. Wow, I'd never have found my way out. All right, bring you back on the trail, the track. Okay, back on the track. You know, it occurs to me, I hope they've dug me out of the side road so I can get out. Otherwise, I'm a bit stuck because I won't be able to shovel that because it'll be ice now. Well, that was fun, even though I couldn't sit down in my chair. I whinged and whined. But as an experience, I'm glad I did it. It's just a bit different. I just want to try different things. And it also makes me appreciate having a chair. No animals yet. No moose, nothing. So we'll see. Might see something eventually. All right, bring it back at the truck. Oh, gosh, that's a lot longer. It's a mile. My tent fell off the top of my pack just now. Just grabbed it. Oh, they've cleared the road. They've cleared all the way around me, look. Awesome. Ah, good on them. Brilliant. I'm free. Wow, they did a really good job. They cleared the entire place. Excellent. I wonder if they wondered where I was. They pushed it all up to there. Good stuff. Right, let me just dump the bag, start the truck, and then we can get out of here. Oh, lifesavers, those things. Absolute lifesavers. Oh, it's cold. Hope she starts okay. Oh, frozen door. Well, thanks for coming on this one, everyone. I've got a long drive now up to Fairbanks. I'm going to stop halfway though for a night. I'll be in another video. Thanks again for coming on this. Thanks to all our YouTube members, all the likes, subscribes, all the treats from buymeacoffee.com. Thank you so much. All our merch, everyone who's bought merch, thank you. And everyone on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, and X. Thanks so much for coming on this. Hope to see you in the comments. Lots of comments, please, on this trip. I think this is the third video. Oh, what is this? That's odd. They've left something here on the back of my truck. Oh, it's some sort of chimney vent. Oh, it's a caliber. It's a cartridge. What? It's a 105mm Canon cartridge. This is what they were shooting up into the, you know, I said to the guy, I heard the big cannon booms. This is a shell from the cannon. Oh my word, look at this. Cartridge M1 ammunition lock KN 816 dual gran. Good lord. Wow, and I can see where it's taken the shot where the firing pin hit it. Wow, they left that for me. That's so cool. Ah, well, if you're watching, thanks guys. That's excellent. I don't know if I can take that back to New Zealand with me. Whoops. Because technically it's classed as ammunition. And they might have something to say about that. Even though it's a spent shell. But we'll see. I'll ask someone in New Zealand to see if I can. Alright, thanks everyone for coming on this. And thanks to all the guys of the Thompson Pass Station. It was a blast. Thanks for digging me out, everyone. You've done a great job. You were awesome. And to all my viewers, thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next Camping with Tony, maybe camping. Thanks again, everyone. See you again soon.